there in a dimly lit Jonathan Ross scenario. Don't let them hide away. They're brilliant. Please do buy their books as well. I feel so bookless. Okay. Paul liked Emma, and Emma liked Steve. But Steve ignored Emma, and Emma had needs now. Paul liked Emma, but Emma liked Steve. And Steve ignored Emma, and Emma had needs. Now, Emma wasn't done. She knew she was liked by Paul. But when asked by Femi, she said she didn't really like Paul at all. Weeks turned into months, they're still all hanging out together. And all this shared time, Steve's still ignoring Emma, not rudely, mind. He was always well polite. But he really made no conversation when they went out overnight. Now, one night in a club, Emma drank more than she should. And when she danced alongside Paul, she was sure she felt his wood. Now, it's true Paul was aroused, and yes, he had grown, but he was too small to be felt. She'd only felt his mobile phone. Now, Steve was by the bar while all else was blurred. Emma turned to look at Paul with her sexy verve. Now, her body seemed disabled, her eyes a bit insane. But Paul saw his chance and so did not complain. Within seconds they were kissing when he stopped to call a cab, then again to get the drinks from Steve, who seemed to Paul to be, well, sad now. Emma couldn't look at Steve, so Steve couldn't catch her eye. Paul would have asked Steve what was wrong, but they weren't those sort of guys. And yet Steve was a thoughtful man and hoped they might be mind readers. In an information-hungry age, his mistake had been not to feed her. And right now, all he wanted to say was how every day he just longed for her so. His ignoring was only out of fear that she might reject him and say no, because if she did that, it's like his whole entire world would stop. So then Paul turned to Steve and said, "Don't be such a cock block." Because Paul liked Emma, and Emma liked Steve, but Steve ignored Emma, and Emma had needs. See, Paul liked Emma, but Emma liked Steve, and Steve ignored Emma, and Emma had needs. Now, it doesn't take a lot to block a cock the size of Paul's. But Steve wasn't one for conflict, so retreated like a fool. Quick time Paul had marched Emma out the club, got her coat, got her bag, and gave her back a rub now. This isn't just a tale about unrequited love, but about a single girl who missed her kiss and a hug. See, Emma liked having sex, at least she'd liked it before, but she's not really keen on Paul, the man now stood by her front door. And yet, life was for the living, and she'd been waiting far too long, and what's the worst that could happen if they went upstairs and got it on? Because Paul liked Emma, and even though Emma liked Steve, Steve ignored Emma, and Emma had needs. Now Paul liked Emma, and Emma liked Steve, but Steve ignored Emma, and Emma had needs. Thank you very much. RadikalWords.